So once you format, then send the client message hash password, and that's pretty much it. Save. Now I'm gonna go to game and test it out and show you guys. So I'm gonna go to game, I'm gonna type slash register test. Alright, so now I registered and now I can look at my users. So this is our game mode folder, script files, attack defend, users. So it created my name in here, tick062.ini. Okay, now this is my password. Now you tell me this is equal to test. This is my level, weather, and time for now. We can change it later on. In here, say for example I logged into the server and then I logged in. I registered myself. For my players, say my player ID was 0. So for the 0 player ID, his logged will be true. So if someone else joined with my ID, with ID 0, his logged will be true. So you need to replace them in on player connect. I'm gonna copy all this, go to on player connect, on player connect, and make sure you reset all these variables. So once the player connect, so for example, if my level was 5 and my ID was 0, if I don't reset it here, if someone else joined with ID 0, his level will be 5 still, because for 0, for player 0 level, it's 5 because it was my level. So we need to reset this. So every new player that joins, his level will be 0, his weather will be main weather, his time will be main time, and his login will be false. This is important, you need to reset this. When I was making a Ditsun at the start, I didn't do this, and I was getting complaints that some random people have level 5 admin. It's because I didn't reset their level and everything. So in here you can also type, so you know that once the player joins, his logged will be false. So you can say that if player ID logged is true, then you can send the client message that the player is already logged in, so you don't need to register again. You can type you are already logged in. Okay. Now we can make our login command. Login, player ID, params. So first of all, if is null params. So if the player didn't put anything after login, you need to send the client message, send the player a message showing what the command does or how the command works. Login password. Then if player ID logged equals true, so you're saying if the player is already logged in, or you can just type player ID logged. This means if it was logged in, if the value was true, and if you put an exclamation mark here, I hope I have the right word for this, then it means if he isn't logged in. But I prefer doing it this way. It's much easier. If true, you might want to prefer the other way. Most people does it the other way. Player ID logged is equal to true. Then again, you need to send them the message that you are already logged in. Now, if you notice in here, we said if exists profile. So if the player profile ID exists, then you are telling them that you are already registered. You need to log in. And here we should say if isn't, if exist, p profile player ID. So if the player does not exist in your users, then you need to tell them that the player has to register. So I copy this, paste. You can say you haven't registered, please use /register. before login, something like this. Yeah, or you can give it a color as well. For example, I want this to be white color and the rest again red. Okay. Now you need to make another variable, call it password, and make another variable, call it password, and give it a size. So we need to get the player password first. Player ID password equals ini get p profile player ID password. So now we get player password. We don't need to reset the player password because every time the player types login, it will reset anyways. It's gonna get the player password, and then we need to compare this password with what he put in. So you can type again new